Deep in the heart of a forgotten forest, there stood a towering oak tree, ancient beyond memory, its gnarled roots intertwined with the earth like a creature gripping its prey. In all seasons, one shimmering leaf clung to its highest branch, untouched by time. The villagers spoke of it only in whispers, passing down tales of its dark enchantment. It was said that the tree held the power to grant a single wish, but with a terrible price, a price that no one ever lived to recount. One cold autumn morning, Elara, a brave and desperate girl, ventured into the woods. Her village was dying, the land parched and the wells dry. The drought had turned their fields to dust, and hope was fading. Elara knew the risks, but she had no other choice. The path twisted deeper into the darkened forest, the air growing still and cold. Shadows moved among the trees, though no wind blew. She heard the faintest whispers, eerie and indistinct, guiding her deeper into the heart of the woods. Soon, she found herself standing before the legendary oak. It towered above her, its branches stretching like skeletal arms against the dim sky. Elara's breath hitched, her heart pounded in her chest, but she had come too far to turn back. Stepping forward, she reached out with trembling hands and touched the single glowing leaf. Instantly, the ground seemed to shudder, and the air grew thick with an unnatural presence. The tree stirred, its bark groaning and creaking. From deep within its core came a voice, low and ancient, echoing like thunder beneath the earth. "Every wish has consequences, child," the tree said, its voice sending chills down Elara's spine. "Will you accept them?" Elara's heart raced, but the faces of her starving family and her dying village flashed in her mind. She swallowed her fear and whispered, "I accept." A rumble echoed through the forest. The skies darkened as storm clouds twisted above. Elara watched in awe as the first drop of rain fell, glistening like a jewel. But before it could touch the parched earth, Elara felt something strange, a heaviness in her legs. She gasped, looking down in horror as her feet began to sink into the ground. Her skin, once soft and warm, hardened into rough bark. Her legs twisted like roots burrowing deep into the soil. "No," Elara cried, but no sound came. Her voice was gone, her lips turned to wood. Panic surged through her as she realized the truth. She was becoming the new guardian of the forest, taking the place of the ancient oak. Her arms stretched, bark crawling up her skin, her fingers transforming into twisted branches. The rain fell faster now, drenching the earth, saving her village, but at the cost of her freedom. As her transformation completed, the ancient oak began to creak and groan, its bark splitting and peeling away. From within the hollow tree emerged a figure, a man, his face lined with the wisdom of centuries. He stepped forward, his once wrinkled skin smooth, his eyes filled with sorrow and relief. He had been the tree's guardian, and now Elara had taken his place. He smiled at her, a sad, knowing smile, and without a word, turned and disappeared into the mist. Elara, now rooted to the ground, her body a towering oak, watched as the rain soaked the land, knowing her sacrifice had saved her people. But deep in her heart, she felt the weight of eternity settle in. She was now bound to the forest, awaiting the next soul to stumble upon the cursed tree, to make a wish and take her place.